Well, folks, guess what? It's that time. We are down to the two survivors for the NFL season. And you know what? One is a good one, the Philadelphia Eagles, going to their third Super Bowl in their history. But you know what? Again, it seems... Guess who's back? And that's the reason for my mocking yawn. Yes, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and owner Donald Kraft have brought New England to the Super Bowl for the 8th time in Brady, Belichick, and Kraft's careers with the Patriots. And you know what? This is getting so routine, so mundane, so monotonous, and so disgusting. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Brady. Everybody keeps saying how he's defying age. How at 40 years old, he's in his 8th Super Bowl. Belichick continuing to lead the Patriots. Well, you know what? It's getting mundane, it's getting monotonous, and it's getting ridiculous. You know what? A lot of people are going to start turning away from the NFL because it seems as though it's the same thing year after year. And me and all the other Bills fans and all the other NFL fans are just sick of this crap. You know what? Yeah, you're 40 years old. I can get to the big game each year if I had footballs deflated to my preparations. And also, same thing with the whole thing this year. I'd get to the Super Bowl if I had the reps in my back pocket. Nice thing, Mr. Kraft. Yeah, 'cause there's been a lot of ridiculous calls that have gone the Patriots' way that it's pretty suspicious, especially against the Steelers and especially the touchdown that Kelvin Benjamin caught against the Patriots that was disallowed. At least I'd do all of that if I had the refs in my back pocket, if I had a lot of things in my back pocket. You know what? Yeah, you may be 40, Brady, but sooner or later, Father Time is going to catch up with you. You might do all you can. You might say, hey, you want to play till you're 45, but you can't beat the clock, Mr. Brady. And you know what? There's a little bit of discord from what I think's going on. Yeah, you're about to lose the defensive coordinator. You're about to lose your offensive coordinator to head coaching jobs. And also, I got a feeling that Belichick's probably going to leave after the Super Bowl. As you know, this whole thing with the backup quarterback situation seems to have given Brady a sense of entitlement. And I mean, Kraft is so short-sighted that he can't see what lies ahead. He just keeps going with Brady. Well, you know what? As I said, Brady's 40 years old. And the thing is, like I said, the clock's going to catch up sooner or later. They'll regret this trade they made for Brissett and for Garoppolo because of Kraft's short-sightedness. But whatever. Guess what? It's the 8th time that Brady, Belichick, and the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl in this incarnation. That's how mundane it's gotten. Let's go, Eagles. Bring a championship to the city of brotherly love. And while I go away from the Super Bowl, let's talk about Syracuse for a minute. Nice quiet week. I mean, last Tuesday was their last game they played against Pittsburgh before this little break. They pick back up tomorrow night playing Boston College. Then they play Pitt again down in Pitt. Nice little break to kind of get things in order for the basketball team. But how about the big news on the football standpoint? 2 big 4-star recruits, one from Michigan State, wide receiver Tristan Johnson, and also running back Abdul Adams coming in from Oklahoma. They'll have to sit out a year per NCAA rules, but it's big news coming in for Dino Babers and the football team. Big news indeed. And let's keep going, basketball team. Let's beat Boston College. Let's beat Pitt. Start to turn this thing around. And because, of course, the big part of the season lays ahead We still got North Carolina and we still got Duke on the horizon as we get towards March. Let's go. Let's go, Orange. And also, I want to say about basketball, I think congratulations are definitely in order for my neighbor, Heidi Miller, who scored her 1,000th point of her high school career for Miners, even if it wasn't a losing cause. But you know, that is a great milestone, and Heidi is a special young lady, even if she is kind of undecided on her college choice. Hell, her sister goes to Demon College there in Buffalo, and she's looking at a couple of the Buffalo schools, but she's undecided. But you know what? Great milestone for Heidi Miller. And let's close out the season strong, both Miners, girls and boys, as we head into the home stretch of the high school basketball season. And speaking of that, you wonder if all those people that came into Seneca Falls this past Saturday were going to a Miners game. Well, actually, they guesstimate 15,000 people showed up in Seneca Falls on the Women's March. And I thought maybe they were going to congratulate Heidi or go see something else with the basketball. Ooh. Of course, what do I know? Of course, 15,000. That's a big deal here in Seneca Falls, especially for ones that are marching for the Me Too movement. And I do have one little thing to say about that. This morning, the Academy Award nominations were handed out, and James Franco apparently was a victim of it. He was expected to maybe be nominated for Best Actor, but he wasn't. Because apparently there's a couple of girls who come forward to say he's guilty of sexual misconduct. You gotta kind of wonder, about this thing. You know, there's a lot of strength to that Me Too movement. But like Catherine Deneuve a couple of weeks ago, who signed a petition that thinks this Me Too movement's gone too far. Oh well, I don't really have too much to say about that, especially to that sicko doctor who traumatized all those young Olympic gymnasts. But you know, part of me does wonder if some ways, like Deneuve's saying, if this Me Too movement's gone too far. And last but not least, do want to talk about an award that kind of is a prelude to the Academy Awards. The Screen Actors Guild Awards were handed out Sunday night, and you know what? All the ones who presented the awards were all women, sparking to this Me Too movement. You gotta kind of wonder about that. Of course, what does the Screen Actors Guild stands for? SAG. And you know, that's what happens to an old woman's breasts as they get older. But I do want to give a shout out to Chris Curran, who sold me my newer used vehicle. He did a wonderful job. And you know what? Take a look at that. That is for anybody who wants to go down to see him to get a car. Because you know what? You see him, gets me $50. I'm Ken Haas, and that's my story for this week.